is a Batman.
That's the sound that a Batman makes in the wild. Batman, a Batman, a Batman, Batman, Batman. Batman! All right, the cat. I love that cat.
You know, this is why we don't invite you to our get-togethers.
I was like, sorry, I had to see all that just then, Doug.
I had to see that.
Welcome, everybody, now to, truthfully, the start of Matt's favorite commentary on this channel. By the end of this will be a special Batman Arkham Knight, up until Suicide Squad, what was meant to be the final, staff in the stone point of the Arkham series. Batman stops looking at me that way. Now, there, look at that way. Look at the green light that way. So,
Fine.
in preparation for this, similar as Hype did with, I think, Arkham City.
Yeah, just City, because Asylum didn't have a New Game Plus.
Right, and as I do with Arkham Origins, I did complete the entire story, 120% complete, getting every one of the Riddler trophies, because that's... We'll touch upon that a little bit later.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yep. So, for that said, now it is finally time. Doug will now be joining us after we did all the, the couple prequel DLCs to start this game up properly.
Hello.
Yeah, please, because I don't want us to look at the bat nips any longer. Let's start.
Well, there aren't
Fine.
any nips.
New game.
Well,
plus.
bat pecs are just as valid.
So, to clarify, where it all began, back with Arkham City's ending. Hi, my name is Fox McCloud.
The Joker is dead.
And
died.
the world rejoiced.
Yeah, it was not was exactly a day people mourned. And again, the cruel irony was that Joker died technically by his own actions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Batman said himself, he would have, after all the shit he pulled on him, he still would have saved him, because that's just how that's just the code he lives by.
And he died laughing at his own joke.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I do not need to see that much detail on Joker.
Well, don't forget, he was pretty much screwed up by
I
Titan.
mean, to be
after all
fair,
that
this
done.
is more detailed than Arkham Knights.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Which
Arkham.
is-
Sorry, Gotham Knights. This is Arkham Knight. I hate it.
Which is why, entertainingly enough, the first button press I have to do is light him up.
Also, that is like a thing you can do in the game. I thought that was just part of the cutscene.
Nope, I
thought
actually
it
had to
was
press the button. And just like that, that was it. Oh, I forgot the freaking lighter.
Little
Hold
harder.
the lighter down.
You have to hold
Push
it
it.
down.
Push
thought
it!
I thought I
Turn
had
into
the
a
pilot light
crisp.
on, dude. I thought I had the pilot light on. Truthfully, I did.
They really
And
need to update these heaters.
And unfortunately, just like that, he's been cremated, and that should be now where the story ends.
This is how it happened.
Yeah, at that point, he's just nothing but dust. There's no way he can suddenly be forced back into the plot, right? Right?
So anyway, Joker has the most dialogue in this game than he ever had in any of the other two games.
Yeah.
It's hilariously stupid, honestly.
How ironic, actually. In some ways it could be considered a beautiful bit of irony, especially since, let's not kid ourselves, we're kind of at a point now where let us take this time to appreciate what Mark Hamill was able to give us as the Joker.
I mean, yeah, this comes afterward that again. That's it. I didn't even think we touched upon that yet. In terms of our coverage of the Arkham games, this now does come after some very somber news for Arkham and Batman fans in general.
Yeah, because basically, in light of Kevin Conroy's passing, Mark Hamill has admitted that he's pretty much going to step down as the Joker permanently, because, in his eyes, he feels like there really is no point in being Joker without his Batman.
Yeah?
And I think that's fair. I think we're at the end of an era.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say he already ended off on a pretty high note, and I'd say rather than elongate his how far his throat can handle the Joker voice, better to end off that legacy with a newscast.
It does make me curious, because while I do understand that sentiment, and I think it's really sweet, I'd have to check. I feel like there has to have been at least one instance where Mark did voice the Joker without Kevin, because Kevin's definitely voiced Batman without Mark in a handful of things.
Whatever you say,
Which is fair. Just honestly, yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Hold on. Hold on. Mark Hamill voiced the Joker without
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt
Kevin
your dinner office,
Conroy.
Owens. But there's a guy smoking over there in the corner booth.
Oh yeah, by the way, for context of what's going on right now, today is Halloween, and at the old diner, which, by the way, get used to these first-person sequences. This game does do some pretty interesting stuff with it.
There's a lot of detail. Like if you noticed on the fridge, it said that someone went missing.
Oh, Henry Adams. Wait, what?
Huh.
Ah, great.
Never heard of him.
I saw on the TV that Bruce Wayne. Didn't mean to say that. Did I say that out loud? Who here heard me?
Batman, will you please pass the mustard?
Basically, Bruce Wayne has already planned to actually renovate Arkham City, and violent crime's at an all-time low. Meanwhile, sir, could you please stop that smoking?
Yeah, seriously, you're starting to stink up the joint.
It's rude to the other customer.
Oh!
I said no.
Understandable. Have a good day, sir.
Oh boy.
Oh, God, what happened?
Oh, looks like the diner renovated.
Oh no, I'm now in hell.
Oh, it's renovating in real time.
Into Silent Hill?
What?
It's doing the thing. It's doing the thing with the wallpaper peels, and oh god.
Oh, so we're going to the other world. Great. What sort of troubled past does this officer have?
Oh boy.
What do you mean it's Silent Hill? I don't see the fog anywhere, or the mist.
Also, we
Whatever
can
you fucking call it.
we can shoot if we want.
And behold, as far as I'm convinced, the only reason this game managed to get an M rating.
The fact that I could actually kill, because I did kill people.
Ow.
I did kill a couple people because it's canonically accurate of what just happened. Fear toxin.
Great.
Yep.
Yep. With our very interesting, incredibly intriguing, watered-down version of Scarecrow that I very much do not like in this game.
However, I will put my arm in solidarity on Doug's shoulder and say, "He looks sick in this game."
He does.
I mean, it
Although,
totally
however,
fits the
Design in
motif.
this game.
At the same time, though, I will then also look to the other side and admit that I kind of liked his voice in Asylum a bit more.
I like Dino Andrade. I miss Dino Andrade. I met Dino Andrade.
Honestly, if I can...
Well,
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. I'll go for it.
I was just about to say, honestly, if I can give my 2 cents on the whole change where it's like, I'm kind of like half and half in that, like, I do like the design. I think it looks like a really neat, like, update of how he looks in Asylum. But that being said, something really severe must have happened between him and Croc because, like, they do explain in-game that apparently his face was messed up after his whole thing with Croc. Apparently the damage was really extensive because not only did it change his voice, but it also changed his entire personality because not even just the voice, he pretty much acts nothing like he did in Asylum.
Yeah. Oh, and also reason number 78 why Matt doesn't like this story. In less than 18 hours, 6.3 some odd million people were evacuated all at once.
Yep, and now
It makes
Gotham,
no sense.
Gotham has been left a playground for the usual thugs.
Also, why is Penguin bald in this game?
He was bald in the. Was he bald in the other?
Well, he
one?
was.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
He had hair in the other two.
He was getting there. Like the top of it was very clearly bald, but he did still have like a bit on the sides and bottom half of his head.
It's cold.
He just-
It's cold.
he just-
Sorry.
No, go ahead, James. I was about to say the same
yes,
thing. You do it.
It's called thinning.
Just 24 hours.
Line me.
Well, no, it's just the fact of it wasn't even thinning. He just decided he'd go like, you know what? I'm just shaving my head. Just doing it.
I'll
mean,
just,
you're about
I'll
to-
just shave off my head entirely.
It's very breezy.
I mean, as you're about to find out, a number of people decided to do some odd things with their hair and their clothing.
Yep.
Speaking of Batman, I gotta be honest with you. The comb over, I don't think is looking too well. I'd say keep the cowl on for tonight. No point in showing it off.
I mean, I'll give the game this. It gets straight to the point.
Yep.
It does.
Not unlike not unlike Arkham Asylum. Like the game starts and already Batman's already out in the field.
Level up.
Already?
Oh yeah, because that's the thing with New Game Plus. All of your like side progress, like side missions, Riddler stuff, and even Wayne Tech upgrades, they do get carried over into the new campaign.
Which, thank
Yeah.
goodness.
So
because
now
that
we're
means
making things. Now we're making things less tedious.
However, do note that similar to previous instances, also, what can I level up? I can't level up anything.
I think the thing is
you only got 1 point.
Never mind. So, again, if you played City, if you played Origins, you got the gist of moving around as Batman. And also know that if you have played those, then you also know that in New Game Plus, one way that they do try to up the difficulty of the game is they will remove in hand-to-hand combat all those helpful little, like, you know, over their heads little displays that let me know if someone's about to attack me.
Yeah,
or
the
come at me
counter
with a knife.
symbols.
Oh, the flex
So I'm gonna
senses.
Yep, so I'm gonna have to, you know, be attentive and be on my guard. So, hey, Gordon, you
Hi.
aged like milk. How you doing?
Stay safe, Barbara.
Well, I don't know. I like to think under
Man.
the circumstances I've been taking pretty good care of myself, Dick.
The evacuation going.
Man, Commissioner Gordon, why do you look like much thinner and sound 100% completely different? Why do you sound like the guy from Breaking Bad?
Why do you sound bored?
Kind of thinking, why do you look like him? I mean, aside from the fact you still have hair.
To be fair, I'm not talking about... Oddly enough, they modeled him after Bryan Cranston, but got Jonathan Banks to voice him. It's weird.
My response was going to be, I don't know. Why are you wearing the lipstick?
Do you really think Scarecrow's
What lipstick?
crazy enough to detonate a
Gordon,
chemical weapon
I
in
keep
Gotham?
telling you to
I
stop
won't
using
let
that
happen
lipstick.
to you.
It's not good for you.
It's
that-
a
I will-
bomb, thank you very much.
It's going to be a long
See, I'll
night.
throw this out there right. See, I'll throw this out there right now. That's one of my like. That for me is one of my main little like, sort of like catches as far as how this game looks. The game looks freaking incredible, by the way. Still,
Whoop.
sorry,
It still does, yeah.
you know the drill.
Every damn
But
time.
sorry,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
it's my thing. It's just that whenever Batman's talking, I feel like the facial animation has a bit of a downgrade from Origins and City.
I need the location of Unit 247.
Already working on it.
Now we can actually see Oracle
How's
in
my
this
dad
game.
doing?
Hey, Barbara.
Holding up.
Somehow he always does. Okay, I'm sending through the squad car's location.
I know technically we already got a glimpse of it thanks to Matter of the Family, but it still feels kind of weird that after, at least 2 other games to my knowledge, they changed their actress, like, straight up. for this
Well,
game.
technically 3, because Origins did have the same actress from Asylum and City.
That's true. I mean, granted, in that game's defense, it was, again, a much younger point in Gotham's history.
Right. So, again, meet full on just Gotham, no longer just Arkham City.
Okay.
Very, still technically. Well,
But,
What's
by
wrong?
the way, really quick, looking it up, there's only one instance where Mark Hamill did voice the Joker and Kevin Conroy was not involved. And that was the very bad Birds of Prey live-action TV show.
Oh, actually, what's really funny about that, like, it wasn't even Mark just playing the character. Like, Mark dubbed over someone else's voice for that.
Yeah, Mark.
that's
Mark dubbed over the lines because they were like, you know what, just his
kidding.
voice is recognizable. Just do it.
So,
yeah, I was not expecting to stumble upon this side quest so soon.
I guess that's a perk of New Game Plus. You get to do all this stuff more or less straight away.
So all we know is that thug's gotta stop talking. All we know is that loud opera music was playing next to this guy. So let's see. Anything bad?
Well, he's seen better
Appears to
days.
be dead.
I knew it.
Blood test
Hey,
revealed the cause
Alfred.
of death was an
Hi there,
attack.
Alfred.
Wait, death, the deadliest of all
Also, the victim's
diseases.
fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
I'm familiar with it.
That's
Some would
okay.
call it incurable,
It's
but then
as
again,
though
this is a
something
universe where the
DNA
Lazarus
had been
Pit exists.
corrupted somehow.
Well, I don't know, because, like, I think it was established that, as far as we know, the one that was underneath Arkham City was supposed to be the last of the pits.
Determine the victim's
Really?
identity.
Like, that there may be one or more out there somewhere, but I think Raish made a big deal about that one being the last one.
Okay.
Also, don't worry, folks. Even though this clearly looks like we're like some sort of weird X-ray sort of vision, at least they made sure not to show us this poor person's junk.
I recognize the pattern.
This does remind me. This
20 years ago,
this
this
element
was
of the
a badge
gameplay
of
especially
honor
reminds me a
among
lot
inmates
of
of Black Penitentiary.
when I was playing
Small group
Arkham
of
VR when I had to do that
racketeers
stuff
known
at the
as
morgue.
Bloodhaven Six.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen that the Arkham VR gameplay, Doug?
Remnants
I've
of a
seen a bit of it.
pacemaker fitted through the right
Okay,
ventricle.
it's surprisingly
Like
good, and
cross
again,
reference
I will say,
manufacturer
especially
located at
where it probably
Little
started
Hudson
in
narrowed
this
the
game, it definitely shows off. Like, I think Rocksteady does a really good job of merging like cutscenes into gameplay and like visual tricks and stuff. Like, I would love the psychological horror game from them, like, since they've already been clearly, planting little seeds of psychological horror in their Arkham games.
I would like to see them doing that, honestly. Because they know
What's up?
What are the odds we're going to see another case like this in the not too distant future?
What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in
Fair.
Gotham.
6
They were
times,
brought
I
here
think.
and killed.
So
Why?
this is going to be a running trend with the side quests. Is that I'm going to be honest, the side quests in this game kind of range from middle of the road to meh. Because as you're seeing here, essentially, oh cool, I actually get more points for upgrading. That actually is very nice. I actually can upgrade something now. Essentially, the way they work is they essentially work the exact same way as collectibles do. So running around the map, you'll stumble upon something that's useful. I lied. I need one more point. Sorry.
Oops. One more point to go, Master.
Man, what's the point of it then?
You fucking lied!
So, I forget if we did ask him, but while you're busy, like, doing a bit of combat here, Doug, did we ever ask you in any video, like, what's your experience with the Arkham series?
With the Arkham series in particular, I didn't have the games right when Asylum came out, but I did see a couple of playthroughs of the game, especially up to City and Origins, and of course Night. And I really enjoyed them, and in fact, I've got Asylum thanks to Sam, bitch. I have the Game of the Year edition, and thanks to her, I have City on both my Steam, and I am going to give this game a shot on PS5, and I do plan to get Origins soon.
Well, hopefully you enjoy them when you get to them.
Stay here. I'll send
Good luck.
What are you doing? Evening the odds.
That's all I'll say.
Here we go, guys. It's time to even the odds.
With what?
Something
The
that...
big gimmick of this game.
Which, to be fair, is something that conceptually would not have been a bad addition, like especially in a big city like this, the Batmobile.
Ye old reliable.
And I mean, I'll still say what they did with it is pretty neat.
I need to track that military vehicle.
I just, again, as Matt will agree with me, the biggest problem is that I feel like the game is so happy and proud of its new toy, it unfortunately winds up over relying upon it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because, I mean, aside from all the times where it's absolutely necessary, like, is it still a very reliable means of traversing all across Gotham?
I would think, oh, see, that's the other fun part, is that it's actually funny. I actually think it's easier to, I think it's actually easier to move around the city just by gliding, especially now that I have all the grapnel boosters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, my thing is that, like, I'm perfectly fine with the Batmobile being there as, like, an extra option for traversal, in case there's, like, some ports that you need to get to that are inaccessible through gliding. And I'm sure there are a lot of Batman fans that felt this way as well. Like, there was nothing inherently wrong with the idea of having, like, an Arkham Batmobile. It's just a matter of, as we'll say several times, the way it's implemented into this game is the bigger issue here.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's the driver? Here's the driver.
Surprisingly, he's still alive after all that carnage.
How are you?
Because obviously, it is the non-lethal Batmobile.
With its non-lethal
With
rubber
tank.
with its non-lethal rubber bullets.
Okay, to be fair, Batman had a bat tank in the old. Batman had a bat tank in the Dark Knight Returns series and all that, but even they do explain, yes, it's rubber bullets, but he doesn't have a fucking cannon.
Yeah. So I mean, as a heads up, I will need to do it.
I'll break the other one.
What?
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you for clarifying.
That was helpful.
Oh, thank you for curing my arthritis! Oh.
I'm sorry, I love that. You fixed my shoulder.
God damn it!
Damn it!
God damn it!
Then he'd
Actually,
have
you
to
know
break
what?
his face.
For some reason, I feel like Bruce would because, you know, for all the jokes we make about, like, Bruce beating people to a pulp, he ultimately does want to help out criminals, so I feel like it'd be an instance where it's like, you fixed my shoulder. Oh, thanks. Lie to me and I'll break it back.
Honestly, I'm just reminded of there's this fight scene in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and literally it's kind of a spoiler. Main character is trying to give like as she's fighting everybody with martial arts, she's still giving them things that they want to pacify them, and one of the people just has really bad neck problems, so she snaps his neck mid-fight, but he goes like, oh, thank you.
Aw, very nice.
It turns out it's curing his back problems.
Oh, they're yellow.
I don't want to do that yet, though, because we shouldn't know about that technique yet.
Actually, you know what? That's something I just realized. Like, even with that opening pants shot of Batman, so just like in City and Origins, there are alternate costumes that you can unlock, and I guess
did it not start me in the?
It started you with the suit you're supposed to get a little later.
Dang.
Well, what are you?
Whatever. It's New Game Plus.
Well,
basically,
what were you supposed to be wearing before?
Basically, the exact same
I'm
suit.
sorry.
in
I
City.
heard a crack.
Anyway,
That man is dead, Batman.
Anyway, to answer your question, James, he's supposed to wear what's essentially the same suit he had at the end of City.
Ah, okay.
This is a suit that there'll be a cool cutscene later, but anywho, it turns out that this penthouse, because I was hearing something on the radio.
I'm sorry, by the way.
It's fine.
You're fine.
Steve, I just had to point out that crack. Like, go back and listen.
Bad crack.
Oh no, like the impact noises in this game are like brutally satisfying.
I love this. Again, I love the sound design. There's a great bit to this. I'm not going to do the fear takedown yet, though, because it doesn't make sense to yet.
Do it.
Okay, who here thinks I should? Let's take a vote.
You know what? I say don't do it, and Batman's just being like, I'm just going to be easy on you.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
Alright,
a normal
fine.
takedown.
All right, let's cheese him.
Look who it is.
Boom.
I can't stand
I'm not doing the fear
Never
takedown.
mind.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant by doing it. Again, there's gonna be a whole. Oh, I forgot. You're
Logan, that's called not doing it then.
correct. Well, I'm gonna do the normal thing then. I can do these ones just fine still, though.
Oh, that would obviously kill a man.
Oh yeah. Plus, we did talk about the environmental takedowns.
That is true. In the last thing we did.
Hey,
Oh,
Ivy.
it's Ivy.
Hey, Ivy.
So this is where she went after Harley kidnapped her, or rescued her. I mean.
So she was just a hostage all along.
Well, she explains later that, like, she basically did not want to join up with Scarecrow's scheme, so they just decided, well, then I could at least use you for bait.
Too bad this is in an alternate universe where Harley does not give a fuck about Poison Ivy.
And unfortunately, the militiaman thinks that he's going to be doing the whole human body shield, without realizing just how little Scarecrow cares about him.
Yeah.
It's raining crickets
Hallelujah.
in his head.
But surprisingly, Ivy is not susceptible to fear toxin. Have they ever touched upon this before?
There have been
Yes,
versions that, because of the whole plant thing that she has, apparently it does give her an immunity to most toxins.
Well, yeah, it just gives her immunity to poisons in general. So, yeah.
Well, fair enough.
So, hey. You look like you could probably use a nice shower.
Why did Scarecrow?
Yeah, she
look
does
like
look a
you
little
use
wilted
pants.
here.
You look like you use pants.
That too. Then again, I can't think of a.
And
Then
what
again,
if I don't want to?
she almost never wears pants whenever you see her.
I mean,
Well,
she
it's
has
the Harley Quinn
leggings,
show.
but yeah.
And of course, in the Arkham world, hold this. I just want one time Batman to be like, say something or the tulip gets, and he just has a pair of scissors next to a tulip. Just
So,
Oh boy.
quick thought.
she would do it. Yeah.
Quick thought. Do you think this is the real Pamela Isley, or the fake substitute that pretty much took over for the remainder of the animated series?
Well, as far as this continuity goes, it is the same Ivy.
Okay.
I completely forgot about that substitute.
Well, to be
Yeah.
fair, that whole thing, like, that explanation was only used in the comics based on the cartoon.
Which is fair. It was mostly just to explain why she suddenly looks so different in the new show.
Yeah.
It's my place now. Bye.
Yeah, and you know what? I do appreciate them touching upon that kind of, like, most writers would just write that off as a stylistic change, but I do appreciate them, like, thinking of, like, a good continuity
Also, I
issue.
love this bit.
Sorry.
Oops.
Real cute. Real cute.
Hello.
Coming with me.
You only had to ask.
I did ask.
I did!
That was your reaction. Now I'm not.
I did, and you denied
Oh
it.
boy.
Oh, and now we have a new
Dun,
client.
dun,
Now we
dun,
have
dun, dun,
we have
dun.
visitors.
Oh, I hate these.
Yeah, with tanks. Welcome to Gotham, everybody.
They are not tanks, though.
They're not?
So, what now?
Wait, who's that? Interesting.
Sir, that tank they have backing them up is unmanned.
Unmanned.
Oh, perfect.
I wonder who.
Well,
here's
there's
our
your
new
there's your
gadget.
explanation, everybody. Blow shit up.
So here's our new gadget to make use of, and remember that, especially when you're doing Riddler puzzles, which I can't show off because I already got them all. Batmobile remote, which allows you to, while on foot, control the Batmobile remotely and use pretty much all of its same features, which I do think is a neat idea. Also, it has a tank.
Why do you have that?
In case I come across a really big guy.
In case I come
Popeye's
across a
existence.
robot.
Honestly, goddammit, he would use that against Killer Croc. That would have been an explanation. Damn it.
Yeah, that is true.
Sorry.
Wait, use what against Killer Croc?
I've spotted
The tank.
Oh, right.
The tank cannon, that actually would be effective against Killer Croc without killing him.
Yeah, I mean, well, Killer Croc, Solomon Grundy, Batman fights a lot of surprisingly durable villains, if you think about it.
And I mean, I would also say, thanks to Suicide Squad, I mean, this technically is a universe where the Justice League exists, so you have any case of anything that's super freaking out of his league.
Yeah, Solomon Grundy does exist in this universe. I completely forget about that fact.
Right, because he
In
was
fact,
in
where
the
the fuck is Grundy?
I'll show off the little Easter egg about it if I can remember. But for now, this is another big thing that this game kind of overrelies on at times. Batmobile tank combat. Now note that although the counter things will be removed, these are not, and I appreciate the developers for realizing that, because otherwise these would probably be a lot more frustrating than they actually are if I had to like just continuously swivel the camera around to see where everything is.
Did I do good, Daddy?
Dare I get
Yes.
Batmobile teeth? It's like, yes,
Uh,
here
uh,
she is.
Also, again, mentioning Solomon Grundy, still one of my favorite jokes. Sir, it appears that you were actually born on a Tuesday. But your name is legally Solomon Gruesday.
Okay. Hey, everything works out.
Grundy and Monday don't even rhyme.
Real weapon diagnostic.
Well,
they do.
no,
Unday and
do
Unday.
you not
Unday.
know the whole? Do you know where the origin of Solomon Grundy, the name, comes from?
Right, it's from the poem. I was just making a joke about that within that rhyme. Grundy,
that's
yeah, Grundy and Monday don't rhyme.
I'm heading there now.
Yeah, it's
And
fair.
if you say it fast, like Solomon Grundy born on a Monday.
It's kind of it's kind of like when some songs will rhyme again with pain or
So,
lane or
oh, real quick before I forget, since this is basically just a drive over to the GCPT, like that explanation of like that the Ivy clone, it's like, you know, some people would just write that off as just like a stylistic change, but you know what, props for them for trying to find like a good in-universe explanation as to how drastically different Ivy is between those seasons. Do you think you can also give the explanation as to why Riddler now wears a unitard?
No.
Wait, what?
Or why Joker doesn't wear lipstick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was right. He just had
yeah.
the dark eyes and mouth and stuff.
It's almost like he got ripped right out of Freakazoid.
Yeah, I mean that's actually technically what happened. Yes.
I need the isolation chamber prepped.
The Joker literally got ripped right out of Freakazoid for the sake of this new season.
No, it was the fact of in between the original show and the new season, they worked on the people who worked on the new season worked on Freakazoid first.
Which
and went, you know what? Let's take inspiration from Freakazoid.
Which is funny, because thinking back to that season, a lot of Harley's facial reactions actually are very similar to Freakazoid, since they both have like the blue face and the masks.
That really does actually make a lot of sense. Anyway, so welcome to a place we're probably going to be coming back to a number of times, Gotham PD.
Welcome
Fortunately,
to
they have.
welcome to the GCPD with the amazing the amazing pillar.
The amazing pillar?
You're not going to do it.
Where?
Yeah, the amazing pillar. There we go. Regeneration.
Don't worry, it'll grow back in a minute.
Yeah, that pillar just somehow comes back every time.
Also,
This
just
is like this is the Batman equivalent of spanking you on the butt and congratulating you on that pass.
also just all those cars that you're blowing up. I'm just thinking like, my niece was in that car. Oops.
She's alive, obviously.
Sorry, I thought we were under attack. Sorry, I just got a little excited up there in the parking lot.
Yeah. Also, again, to be fair, I do agree with the whole. I will agree with the whole like Solomon Grundy Born on Monday. It doesn't really rhyme, unlike Lil Jack Horner sat in a corner.
Fair.
And they shot a puppy in the face. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, just
Yeah, in the face. Why?
It sounds close enough, and that's what's most important.
That's the important bit. So welcome to. It's a fun little feature when it's fully stocked and stuff. We get to actually see all the people that we keep imprisoning until there's like 90 plus people all smushed together in cells.
Well, it's not like Arkham or Blackgate or a thing anymore. Where else are you gonna hold these guys up?
Actually, honestly, that's something that you point out. Like, obviously, Arkham itself is pretty much in tatters, both the asylum and city. Did they ever say if Blackgate ever recovered from any of this? Because, like, the last thing I mentioned was, like, there was the fire at the beginning of Asylum, but for all we know, that could have just been put out and Blackgate could be just fine now.
I mean, that's the fun fact is when you go to the outskirts of this map, you can actually see other locations from the series, including Asylum, A Matter of Family theme park, and yes, you can even see the remnants of Arkham City. And assuming Arkham City is still connected to the Origins map as it should be, I don't see any like smoldering craters and stuff. So I want to say that Blackgate is still fine.
By the way, there is technically a legal explanation for all of it. Is just the fact of like, the reason why Batman would bring them into GCPD first is the fact of that's how it is done in real life. Of when a prisoner is brought in, they are brought to whatever police department is there in the immediate vicinity. For the fact of they have immediate holding cells until later for trial and incarceration.
Let's just hope there's plenty of space for all the the asshats we're going to be taking.
It's Gotham! They do!
Saw one of those earlier.
But the forensics boys seem freaked out.
Yeah, basically these are the first couple of side quests that'll be unlocked to us, but a fun fact, we're not going to be able to finish even any of them because we need full access to the map before we can do that.
So why do we not have full access to the map yet?
Because something's happened and the criminals have taken over the city, and so all the drawbridges have been raised. So, and I mean, I guess we put it that way. I probably could go to a lot of those areas just fine, but if I need the Batmobile for something, then I'm going to need...
What are you looking at? Anyway.
Well, okay, Super Machine, allow me to add to the screen. Yep. You should select, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, this is I believe is new for Arkham Knight. You actually have to choose like specific missions to focus on.
Right. Otherwise, they will still be about up and about, and know that I will still. I have to, if I want the full ending, I need to accomplish all this, which means yes, thank frick, 243 out of all 243 riddles have been solved already.
Again, you're welcome.
Yeah, why not? Let's focus. For now, I think just because time is of the essence, I think we need to start moving forward into the story a bit more.
Excelsior!
Wait, that's the wrong company.
All right. Shit.
Wait, what am I doing in a DC movie?
Alright, this isn't right at all.
This thing's had a serious upgrade.
Anyway, so
Some kind of tank. Nice. Don't get too close.
Relax, fellas. That's mine.
Thank you.
It's my ride.
Just for that, maybe I won't actually hit to your pillar today. No, I'm in the pillar today. Let's go.
The amazing they renovated that fast.
Again, I like to think there's just Again, I like to think there's just one like group of people like quickly going, "Oh, hey, Lucius Fox."
There has to be. Oh, hey, Lucius.
Also, hey, let's hit some of these people. They'll non-lethally be knocked out of the way.
Oh, can I do that?
I mean, granted, they're criminals.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
They're all criminals, after all.
Whee!
Zap.
Oh, here they are.
Beep beep.
What? Zap. See?
Remember, we're Batman.
Just lightly tap him. Lightly tap him.
Hang on, I need to see if I can do that thing real quick. Hang on.
And then some random vigilante out on the sidewalks
There
like,
it is.
"Why are you doing all the? What's the difference between me and you if you're gonna do all that killing?"
Sorry if you have motion sickness. I have fun today.
First person with the Batmobile. What a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not in tank mode, by the way.
Honestly, it would be a lot more. It'd honestly be a lot worse if instead of this.
Okay, that was his fault, wasn't it? He dove right in front of me.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Honestly, you know, the more I see this, because I keep forgetting that the Batmobile has a first-person mode here. It's a good thing that we, as a society, have never looked into like the idea of an official first-person Sonic game, because we would not handle any of it.
Oh, people have tried modding it. It is horrible.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
but,
I'm glad Sega's never made an official one.
But yeah, don't worry.
Give it time.
Yeah,
One
don't
day
worry,
they'll be
I'm not-
bored enough to do it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna do that the whole time. In fact, I'm actually gonna do this cool little thing.
Whee!
Yeah, we're gonna head back to the new quote-unquote Bat Cave because it turns out that having a lot of bats just leads to guano. No real, no real, mansion of solitude.
Yeah.
Speaking of solitude, the clock tower.
Welcome to what should be the most obvious fucking, like, hiding place ever.
Like, you can see right through the window.
Come to think of it, didn't this get blown to shit in Arkham City?
No, because this wasn't
Different
part of
clock
Arkham
tower.
City.
Also, Grey Ghost.
Oh, hey,
Grey
Grey
Ghost.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Ghost and Grey.
Grey Ghost.
There it
Yes.
is.
Very same.
Alright, let's see. Oh, right.
I mean, was that picture ripped right from the animated series? Because it does
Yes,
have that
it
exact...
was.
Okay.
That is the exact poster from the animated series.
Well, I mean, it's animated, so I'll get at that.
Yep. It's actually... I think this is cool how this is all done in real time. It's the Bat computer. And because normally it would be part of a puzzle.
Hello.
Oh, it's Batgirl.
What could have
Yeah,
been.
this is where Oracle would usually be set up.
Okay. So this is her usual hideout, and we're just borrowing it for the time being.
Yep, because otherwise it is, again, it's sad, because honestly, compared to Matter of Family, it's sad, because looking at that almost looks like a brand new Batgirl suit that Bruce would have had for her had things turned out differently.
I mean, hey, come on, he can probably just, it is sad that she'll never be Batgirl, and that, he doesn't have any magic leg braces that just get rid of all those ailments. Oh, wait, Dark Knight
Yeah, I was about to say, like, wait, can't we just, don't we just have, like, can't we just give her a cool-ass exoskeleton suit?
You've managed to reduce the compound.
You would think. But apparently he's not, apparently the world's smartest man is not that smart.
The wrong way.
Also, I do like that opening clip from Oracle, just like giving him sass for just suddenly breaking in unannounced.
Hello. It's like, that's just what I do. Just one day, just like talk to Oracle, be like, Oracle, I have an idea.
It'll show where
Have you heard of someone called Bentley the Turtle?
It'll take a few
God,
hours
no.
to bring the satellites.
Batman, why don't you jump and press the circle button?
I'll repurpose the
I tried that. It doesn't. I tried that.
Life
It doesn't do too.
Life doesn't have circle buttons,
I spoke
Bentley.
to Dad.
The circle button kind of just makes me punch a person, and then their lights go out.
Have you tried hard enough?
The circle button killed my parents.
Wait a minute, I thought the circle... I guess if we're going, like, actual, like, game map button, I thought the circle button in this just makes you stun.
Yeah.
The circle, yeah, I know, but
It either makes you stun. It either makes you stun, or if you do it with no enemies around, it just lets you do the dramatic exit. I fly.
or if you like rapidly press it around, it makes you do the Batootsie.
Oh,
Also, I'm sorry, just like the circle button burned the Joker.
We've got a way to find out where the range.
You know what else also pressed the circle button? The
What?
the five that killed Sly's parents.
As soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know. All right.
Sly Cooper's the Batman anyway. So now we got.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, so now we gotta head over there because we're gonna use that antenna to figure it out. And let me do the Battootsie.
Oh my god.
I hate you.
And left, and right, and left,
What,
and right.
Batman,
Like we rehearsed it, right, Alfred?
what, Batman can't dance?
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm
Bat-
Batman.
if Batman can sing, Batman can dance. I think he's had to have watched it. Not like silly swing dancing, but at the very least, I feel like he's had to have at least like learn how to. He's been shown waltzing or something at least once or twice, hasn't
Well,
he?
yeah, okay.
I have to also comment on something real quick, because I've been noticing it, throughout our current, string of this current recording. The fact that, whenever Batman talks to his comrades now, he does it through, like, that holographic screen that hovers above his gauntlet. Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking to myself, I mean, that's cool for the audience to see what they actually look like as they're talking to him. Doesn't that seem a little impractical when you're, the Batman?
Oh, with the rain, and not to mention, like, sometimes I can just be just out and about in public and like, dude, you're on speakerphone. Stop telling these people who you are.
That and also,
like,
not just that, but it's also like, think of if people can actually see that.
Right. They could read it.
I'm wondering if it's just one of those things where it's like it's calibrated to where Batman can like see it through like lenses in his cows, but it's invisible to everyone else.
Isn't there a point? Oh, that is true, but that's. I mean,
Metal shouldn't bend that way.
Yeah, well, to be fair, yeah, he's Batman. But I'm just thinking, like, I'm sort of might be spoiling here. Hey, Lucius. Isn't there a point in this game where he actually does show the screen to another, NPC right next to him or whatever?
I think.
I feel like, because we've actually been watching Logan.
Also, hi, Rodon.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Rodon / Lee Everett. Or Lee Everett. Whatever.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
it's him.
Just to quickly explain what's about to happen, because there's going to be a lot of things that are happening now. I need to energize this thing so that I can, look for the Scarecrow. The problem is that we are on the second floor. Most cars drive on the ground floor. So we need to, figure out a way to get the Batmobile here, and then also outfit it with something that will allow it to energize certain things. Which is why I'm going to head over here to get a quick little...
I mean, that shouldn't be too hard. I mean, don't we still have the Electrocutioner's gloves from Arkham Origins?
You would think...
Nope.
We kind of gave them to some people.
Shoot.
And by some people, we mean the GCPD for their Batman art gallery. Yes, that exists.
I was gonna say, actually, I donated to Billy's grade school for show and tell. He just asked so nicely.
Wait, who's Billy?
Someone who's not getting bullied anytime soon, I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you right now, Billy.
Granted, he'll probably get suspended for using, like, a military weaponry against them, but hey, at least those bullies will get off his back.
I'm sorry, I just realized a really stupid thing here, by the way.
What, that
A
I'm using
very
AC
stupid
power?
thing.
What, that I'm using AC power, not DC?
No, the fact that... Why the fuck didn't Batman just go, maybe, I could have, since the Batmobile can be flown in, maybe I can get it onto the second roof somehow?
Technically, no. The Batmobile was not flown in. Only the upgrade was flown in from the Batwing. Which actually,
well, no,
I guess I'll quickly...
Okay, most versions of the Batmobile, though, like, are, like, connected to the Batwing.
Pull harder, Daddy!
No,
I don't care.
God.
I don't care.
Never say that again, James.
I will actually quickly show off the one thing that I do like about this game compared to Gotham Knights, because that comparison may come up a few times tonight. Is I love the immersive factor of I could be anywhere and call a Batmobile, and the sucker's gonna drive here.
Beep beep.
And I like that. I like that more than it manifesting from thin air.
Actually, I should also ask real quick, since we're currently playing on a New Game Plus, is this the default Batmobile skin we're rocking?
It should be.
Yeah, it should be. I think I deactivated that. The only thing I did not deactivate was the Harley Quinn thing, because that was on accident. We ended up liking it more anyway. And the Batman suit, because I genuinely thought, for story purposes, they would reset that, but it turns out they did not.
By the way, did anybody else notice the poster over there that said Batman is good for Gotham?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that has been popping up here and there.
No, not over there. To the left. To your left.
I don't want to go to
Left.
the lobby. There it is.
There.
Bad for Gotham.
Oh, bad for Gotham.
Bad, Matt. bad.
Wait, no, there. Didn't I see a good for like I?
Oh, I'm sure.
Never mind. I am tired.
No, but you're fine. Regardless, I do know that that is a point of contention. People wondering if we're even, doing the right thing by doing all this.
Like, I'm not saying that they're. Oh boy! Ow! Oh! I was just gonna say, like, I'm not saying that there's not good reason to assume that, but like when you were describing it and I saw it, it's just one of those things where it's like, I didn't know J. Jonah Jameson worked for the Gotham Gazette.
I don't.
Ouch.
Okay, there's something I'm missing here. I gotta remind myself about this. We tried, sir, but they all come out too dark.
You're just supposed to go on the roof.
I know. I just need a. Okay. Afterburners and come on. There we go.
Yeah! Jeez.
Alright, now we just make ourselves a little ramp here. Now you got me thinking now, Doug, between you and James, of the idea of J. Jonah Jameson laying traps. Not traps to, like, harm Batman, but traps of, like, studio lighting, because he's trying to get a photo of him that's not too dark or overexposed, because it's always at night.
Okay,
so,
you know what?
It would be like that timer thing that Peter used in the
first Spider-Man movie in the sewers when he had the timed camera and he went, "Jeez," and I wasn't a nerd. And...
Oh, yeah.
Also, you know what? That does make sense. Before you elaborate on it, when you meant traps, I thought you meant like hunting traps.
Oh.
The anchor point is
Like,
All right,
very
don't
quiet.
you know, men? Wait, don't you know, men? The only way you can capture a bat is with a bear trap.
Be very quiet. I'm hunting Batman.
Oh my god.
Fox, news executive. What was that? What was that? Was that
You're
Dork
crazy, Fox Studio executive. Crazy like a Fox Studio executive.
What's that from?
Oh, it's
It was
from...
Dorkly.
Yeah, they did the whole video based on the Fantastic Four reboots.
And why they were all coming
yeah.
back, and which I'm
Marvel
very curious
would
how the
make-
MCU is going to handle that. Are you confident at all?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. About Fantastic Four.
and the MCU.
Great. I'm connecting now.
If
I was just talking
they
about it.
fix their problems of what they did with Phase 4,
Hey, Tim.
then I won't. If they fix their problems with what they did with Phase 4 onward, and like make Phase 5 and 6 better, then I won't mind it. My only thing is that either make Super Skrull or Annihilus the villain, and introduce Doctor Doom as a potential. Actually, I don't know, because the problem is they already announced Secret War, and you can't have Secret War without Doom being the villain, and
Right.
it would piss me off if Doom wasn't the villain in Secret War.
The only thing I'll say is that, like, I know because of nowadays, people have, like, their skepticism about just the overall quality of the MCU, and while I will not disagree with people and say they're wrong for having that, I feel like from a more objective standpoint, they really can't do any worse than Fan Four Stick.
That is fair as well. That is the one thing they can't do worse than that movie, because that is just one of the worst superhero movies ever made.
Okay, real quick, guys.
It made the early 2000s Fantastic Four movies look good.
Okay, guys, real quick. We gotta talk about this.
What's up?
A lot of people over a hostage with guns. So thus we have. So that again, this was supposed to be the part. This is the part of the story then, James, that all this was supposed to actually change. So first I need to get up to here.
Okay.
What am I? Wait, where am I going to this Batman? Where am I going?
Separate them. They'll be easier to take down.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Don't worry.
Oracle, where am I supposed to go again?
I see. I'm doing this to lure someone outside with the noise.
The Sonic Batarang.
Here.
Fuck?
Okay, not Sonic Batarang, just a regular Batarang.
Yeah. We're doing this because the power we're about to learn does have its own limit to how much it does anyway.
Da-da-da!
I'm Batman. Yeah, we're dealing with a lot
Honestly, okay, you doing the whole I'm Batman thing kind of reminds me of one. There's this neat thing that Robert. So in the Batman movie,
They think they're safe, they stick together.
there's this scene, the first scene with Batman where he beats up those thugs and all that, and one asks, "Who are you?" And then he beats up the guy, and he goes, "I'm vengeance." that whole thing.
Yes.
You know how Batman kind of overdoes it with beating the bad guy up, and once the guy is on the ground, he punches the guy twice more before saying, "I'm vengeance"?
Yes.
That was a clever idea from Robert Pattinson himself. He said, legitimately, I think he should do 2 extra punches so that when that guy is falling out of consciousness, the last things he hear is, "I'm vengeance."
That's pretty nice. I appreciate that Robert is understanding, or at least at that point in time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious what the sequel's going to be. Man, but here we go, James. This is now
I'm excited.
when I was supposed to change out of the Arkham City outfit. Like, oh wow, it matches mine.
It looks. I always have a spare.
The idea being that the tech behind this one is less one solid suit and more so a lot of flexible, solid plating along a single, like...
Very Iron Man-like in a few ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not wrong. Also,
Bruce, should you really be doing all this, like, just your face out in the open right now?
Yeah, one kid with binoculars and it's all over. Anyway, there you go. Even though you already got to see me do this for 50 minutes. Here he is.
Mr. Wayne, let me walk you through it. The outer and
The version 8.03 Fry-Weave bodysuit.
Give it up for version 8.3!
How goes it against dogs? Wait, how goes it against dogs? Are we talking Rottweilers or Chihuahuas? Should be good against cats.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
I still love that one.
What was that? That was in Dark Knight, right?
Dark Knight, yeah. The whole you want to turn your. It's like he's giving him tips on like the new suit. And like you want to be able to turn your head. It's like you want to be able to turn your head, make driving out of the driveway easier.
A little stab at the Burton suits.
Well, even not just the Burton suit, the Batman Begins suit too.
Well, just because again the way that the headpiece was installed into the collar, it didn't really have much flexibility. You were basically wearing like
was that the case in Begins? Because I thought that's where that line was from.
Yes. No, that's from the Dark Knight.
Gunman, 1 hostage. Time to put
the line is from the Dark Knight. I know this for a fact, Steve.
I know. So here's the new big mechanic for this game, is that whenever you're doing a Predator sequence and do a silent takedown, you can gain a charge of what is called a fear takedown, the upper left. Random thought, Hype, I do still lament the fact that even in Asylum, they never really made too much use out of the fear system. Like, again, it would be so cool if the fear system worked in such a way that you could give a dude a freaking heart attack by the time you finally storm down in front of them, but...
I feel like it probably was for the best that they didn't put like a whole lot of like excessive detailing into it. I feel like that would have been like too much for a player to balance. But it is interesting how they decide to implement fear in this fashion, then you'd be able to get away with like multiple takedowns at once, as you're soon about to demonstrate.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is line up a bunch of them and hit square.
1, 2, 3.
And bam! And it consumes the fear charge, and I believe I have it upgraded so I can now do that to 5+ people, which starting an encounter like that can be pretty powerful.
They said you were quick, but I never saw anyone take down.
Just note that they are not quiet. If you do a fear takedown, it's gonna make noise.
You're safe now.
Well, I mean, I figured, there has to be like a payoff for being able to do that many at once.
That son of a bitch needs to be stopped.
I mean, sometimes fear tends to make the most noise.
Oh, that's right. The whole reason I came in here. I forgot the hostage was a secondary problem. I just needed to borrow the antenna, like, out of the way. What's the Wi-Fi code?
It's like, thanks for saving me. Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, listen, hey, does this place get Netflix?
Bruce, you're in a giant microwave.
Well, look, I'm just saying. I like to Netflix and chill sometimes.
No, you don't know what that means, man.
Time to find Scarecrow.
You don't know what that means.
Man.
God. Anyway, with that all
now
said
then,
and done.
with my mighty swing!
Go long, Percy.
Antennas to identify the micro.
This is ridiculous.
Kind of, yeah.
I had that batarang, by the way, when I got this game.
If this was the universe where, what was the name of the Bat Hound?
Ace?
Ace.
Ace. If this was a universe where Ace was a thing, he'd just throw that thing and go fetch Ace.
I mean, like, to be fair, like, we don't know if, like, Ace still exists in this universe or not. He might not be a Bat Hound, but for all we know, there could still be an Ace.
God, I hope the Bat Cow exists.
So just there, I was doing a quick Venn diagram to figure out, okay, where are both radio frequencies and a lot of chemicals coming from. And who knew it's at Ace Chemicals?
Also, if you got the collector's edition of this game, you got that toy of that batarang.
Huh.
Did you throw it to the heavens?
No. Because
Also,
that would break it.
I realized, could you go back to that building real quick?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, just real quick,
Done.
I want to show off something.
Okay.
So those holograms that we see
Falcone.
here, was that?
Falcone.
Oh yeah. We don't really.
Yeah,
talk
there's
about
Falcone,
it,
but you see all of these. Yeah, these are basically just like little training like things that you can do to help get you like more accustomed to the new suit that you have. But since this
Also,
is New
way
Game
to-
Plus, they're all completed.
Yeah.
Also, what a way to jip us game. You have the hologram with animated Batman's face, and yet you can't play as him in this game.
Yeah, it is weird that that's
Oh,
the one
that
outfit
is
they got rid of.
disappointing. I
Yeah,
just noticed that.
So there
Yeah,
are
that's Bruce Timm Batman.
so there are a number of skins that can be worn. Most of them are costumes. There actually, I will say right now, there are a number of very fun skins for the Batmobile. However, the problem is that a number of those skins only work when it's in normal race driving mode. None of them work in tank mode, which is why all of them are completely non-viable for a campaign, because if I use them, I won't be able to go into tank mode, which is a requirement.
That being
That's
said,
stupid.
that being said, to compensate, they did include like their own unique racetracks as DLC to go with those cars.
Right. And again, some of the car, and I will say, I would almost be honest here and say, I think the Batmobile skins had more work put into them than the human skins, because
Yeah.
they did a really good job of one-to-oneing like the old Adam West Batmobile, of course the Tumbler from the Nolan films, the ones from the Schumacher. What's up?
Also, really quick, I'm sorry. It's just like, Alfred, help me. Wait, no, Lucius, help me. I'm being surrounded by a bunch of tanks. But God damn, I'm so tired. It's like, Lucius, help me. I'm being surrounded by a bunch of tanks. I mean, can't you just go into the tank mode? I can't. I just got a new chrome shine on the
Scratch.
Batmobile. I don't want to scratch it.
Yeah, I blinked. Did anyone else see weird eyes coming out of that guy driving that thing?
Yeah, he got them crazy eyes.
Oh yeah, no, he's sweet.
What did he
You
say?
gotta keep an eye out for that.
Batman, that's the opposite of taking cover. What?
That's not me.
Whoever he is, he's working with Scarecrow.
He looks like a Batman wannabe. I mean, you know the
Hello,
horse.
people. I'd like to introduce to people the titular villain of the game, the Arkham Knight, the biggest letdown in video game history. I fucking hate this guy.
Oh boy. That's what he feels about people saying that to him. He's very insecure.
Out of complete nowhere, and to date this video, I mean, as if that's never not a fear of ours. As of this recording right now, announcements that Netflix's CEO and the co-founder is now stepping down.
Good.
Yay!
Thank God. Let's just hope they get
Bring back
get,
Inside Job.
Let's just hope they get a better guy to take over the reins.
Agreed.
Bring in someone that actually likes fun.
And also, yes, for people who understand where this is going, my plan is that after we finish our mission here, that'll be the end of this session. Feels like a suitable enough cap-off point.
Okay.
Got something here from a Black Ops team operating in Venezuela.
Yeah, seems fair.
They discovered a hidden training facility housing soldiers bearing the same insignia. There's nothing but speculation on their commander, though. The only thing sources agree on is his name. the Arkham Knight.
Roll credits.
Which makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, we already dealt with Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Right, Arkham Asylum is
Legitimately,
that
the
way.
only reason why he's called the Arkham Knight in any sense of the world at all is the fact that, you know, they need to continue the Arkham name for the sequels.
Until Suicide Squad just kind of said, nah.
Well, it's also because that's not even trying to be an Arkham game.
True.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess later, you don't have to talk about it right now. Matt, did you talk with Arkham Knight? Matt, did you already tell Hype about those about that stuff that had been revealed about that one Suicide Squad like plot leak about how it may end?
I think I've seen it for myself, but if Matt wants to talk about it, I'll let him.
I'll avoid it right now because the game's not yet out. I guess I'm curious on what your blind thoughts on that if they were to do that. Whoa, because we're going down now. I don't want to be here.
This is scary.
Sucks.
This is stupid. This is boring.
But,
This is bullshit.
yeah.
You're stupid.
Okay, one's there. We're good. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, Matt, and Hype.
Basically, they're apparently the Suicide Squad game is going to Flashpoint the Arkhamverse.
And when you say Flashpoint,
Basically, go
reset
back
it,
and
reboot. Yeah, with Flash's help too. That's
Reboot
why
the time.
apparently he's a
Basically-
big part of the
yeah, I
story.
guess we'll talk about it now. There's a theory that it's going to reboot the timeline.
which is weird.
Basically give them an excuse to bring back all the villains and stuff that this game actually will be helping give us some, you know, cap-off points for.
Which seems very odd, and like we mentioned before, considering the fact that this is probably like the last instance of Kevin voicing Batman in that game, seems slightly in poor taste.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
they
also
say
a
they
fact
do all
of. I mean, to be fair, they revealed all that stuff before anybody knew he was going to pass.
That's
so,
also fair.
It's not like they had the benefit. It's not like they're writing the script for Black Panther 2 with the benefit of hindsight of, well, Chadwick Boseman's going to die soon.
Well, and again, I guess that's again part of the how to put it. That's again part of the tragic, like, you know, thing about it is that, like, I want to say, wasn't Kevin kind of doing pretty okay up until his passing? Like, I know he was sick, but I thought like it hadn't like progressed that far.
Yeah, nobody knew he was sick.
I can release the
Which is
basket
sad.
and search for the workers.
Yeah. Honestly, like you mentioned to Chadwick, it's actually kind of like in a similar thing. Like, wasn't he like very quiet about like his condition before he passed?
Yeah, no, nobody knew about it. Nobody, not even his close family knew.
Dang.
Yeah.
I forget. Doug and James, have you guys seen a decent amount of Kevin Conroy's Batman?
definitely.
I've seen a lot.
At the very least, when it comes to animated stuff and some games.
Okay.
Also, I'm so sorry. I hate all the dialogue with the Arkham Knight because it's basically like, who could I possibly be? Oh, it's such a mystery. So mysterious of who I could possibly be.
So what you're saying is daddy issues.
Yeah, and I guess they do kind of beat you over the
Can
head
I
with it a
just
little
say
bit.
it? Can I just say it?
No, you're not gonna say it yet. However, I will tell you this though: you will get to say it before the game does, because my gosh, the game kind of drags its heels in actually telling you the thing. But just not now. Give us a little bit of time to focus on the problem at hand.
Well, let us have a natural build-up to the disappointment.
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet, motherfucker.
Nope. That Twitter.
Up the butt.
I like how
sync
that
that
could be
up.
applied to either the kick or what I just said.
I did not mean to go up here. I meant to go on top of the roof, Batman. The roof. The roof.
The lid.
It's on fire.
The roof, Mr. Knight. The roof.
The lid.
The roof. I can't remember the whole movie, but there's one joke in this old Chris Rock movie where he runs for president, and it's like he's having a party at the White House, and it's like the roof is on fire. Ah, the roof is on fire. No, it's just an expression.
Do the expression. Okay, and I'm realizing now. Here's the problem. What I need to, I think I need to do this one first because I need to get the Batmobile in here.
Right.
Well, then what are you waiting for? Press the button and call her here.
Oh shoot!
Can't.
Oh. Okay. Good golly gee, that was close.
Goodness gracious!
Golly gee.
I wonder how Robin's doing.
Thanks.
Do you think they see me?
Gracious me, oh fuck.
Fiddlesticks. Fuck.
Fiddlesticks.
I'm sorry, just give me just let me roll with this for a minute, Logan. It's like, oh fudge, that's broken. Fiddle-dee-dee. That will require a bat tetanus shot.
Puzzle me this, dickweed.
I'm not going to curse, but I am going to kick this door
Wait, riddle me this, douche nozzle.
Not gonna lie, that was a little underwhelming. Like, I thought he actually was just gonna kick the door down.
I really was hoping he was going to kick the door down. He did not. I'm very disappointed now. I got a bat.
I just thought of another joke.
You had him.
The Batman?
What's up, Doug?
Yes.
I just thought of another joke, but Matt, I'm gonna type it to you.
What's up?
Oh, no, you talk. You say it. I just made the joke of it was Batman with a bat. The Batman.
No, hang on, you'll see.
There we go.
Ouch.
Anyway, Doug, you.
Fortunately, I want to say, so whereas Origins, I would argue Origins is pretty difficult because Origins, like, immediately, like, whenever you're doing this, it will, on New Game Plus, it ups the difficulty and all of the encounters. I feel like they don't do that in this game.
They've killed one of the workers.
Damn it. We've got to stop them. Listen, I've managed to hack into the militia comms network. You'll be able to listen in on any channel-wide broadcast from now on.
Thanks, Oracle. I found a way to get the Batmobile into the compound. They'll pay for
I was just gonna say, like, I think in Origins case, they kind of took into account, like, you probably would have already got yourself pretty buffed up by the time you start New Game Plus, so they decided to, like, buff up accordingly to a point where they actually introduced a lot of late-game enemies much earlier, whereas with, I guess, Night didn't have that much foresight.
Actually, wait a minute.
This is not how asphalt or metal works.
Wait, I can actually say this in the call now. Riddle me this, bacteria.
There we gotcha.
It's me. Hello.
Oh, also, if you're curious how the HUD here works, avoid the arrows. That's where they're going to be shooting. And if you get a number of hits on them, you can build up a combo meter that over time, the more you do this, you can unlock missile barrage on the left, a EMP zap that can deactivate targeting vehicles on you, and my favorite one at the very top, hacking the vehicles to turn them against one another.
That's interesting.
Maybe it's time for the militia to actually frickin' get inside of the Jeep of the frickin' tanks.
You know what? While the Bat Tank's still here, riddle me this, Bat Tank. What's something that keeps the WB executives' wallets happy?
Me?
Merchandise.
That too.
That'll do it.
Merchandising.
Everybody.
Riddle me this, Bat Virus.
Okay, are you trying to apply something because I've had all my bat vaccinations?
That was just
I had all my bat vaccinations.
Also, I love this. Really quick, I love this. It's like,
Vaccinations. There we go.
You know
Vaccinations.
too, right? Oh, never mind. Okay, I see
Yeah,
the
it's
problem.
glass.
No, not just glass. I thought it was like, let me out. There's a door here. I realized the problem. He's handcuffed to the pipe.
Thank God you're here.
Whoa, what the?
Oh,
And not a moment sooner.
Also, I hate this scene.
why?
Because it just
Oh,
makes it so
now
obvious
I know
who he
why.
fucking is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hi there.
How's it going?
So, I'd just like to say, this mask, 100% new age.
It also makes no sense because as we'll soon learn, it's a mask over another mask. Why does he need that mask?
Because maybe he originally wanted to emote.
He doesn't.
Like, imagine that real quick. If this thing actually did emote, like those
Yeah, just.
Okay, fine. We'll just get to the right. We'll just get to the point.
steady.
Would you like to do the honors?
Eyes to the camera.
Would you like to do the honors, Matt?
Fire when ready.
Hey! I don't care.
And now we get to do this cool thing, which is that whenever I'm in range of the Batmobile, I can actually do smoke pellet.
You can do a smoke.
I can actually build up. I can build up a combo meter. Come on. Hands up.
Combo meter and
the Batmobile can finish a combo for me.
oh, cool.
So there's not one.
Just shoot out one random rubber bullet pellet.
Bam. I like it.
You okay?
I'm fairly certain that guy got shot in the head with a rubber bullet, which, you know, would still kill a man, but
yeah, and I was saying that's the sad part is we have real life explanations of we have real life explanations of why that would not be the case.
It's almost like we're. I mean, let's be real here. How much of the DC, how much of Batman lore actually makes sense?
It's like Home Alone.
It selectively makes sense.
Yeah,
exactly.
you just learn to live with it.
Oh, and also I guess here's the big problem that we're now learning. The fear toxin is being loaded into Ace chemicals and it's rigged to blow, which would basically be a nuke of fear toxin.
Oh, lovely.
man, it would suck if that actually happened later on, boy howdy.
Wait by the Batmobile.
Well, way to take the wind out of my sails.
I hate this game!
Speaking of taking the wind out of our sails, the identity of the Arkham Knight is.
Yeah, I won't say that, but it should be fucking obvious.
What happened to Jim's mustache?
Well, obvious.
Mustache.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
What happened to your stash?
Okay, yeah. During these scenes, for some reason, the stash doesn't appear. I guess it's a video file or something.
I guess.
I'm just now reminded of one of my favorite Linkara bits during Dark Knight Returns. It's like, Master Bruce, what happened to your mustache? Alfred, it's escaped.
Oh yeah, Alfred, it's escaped.
The Bat Stash has escaped.
Quick, before the people of Gotham realize.
It's like it's like asking me, Doug, what happened to your mustache? It ran away.
Honestly,
Quick, it's about as integral to my character as Dick's ass is to Dick.
God.
That is America's ass.
Dick Grayson, the new Captain America.
Anybody can recognize it.
Sorry, I'm just another Linkara thing that I love is when he's doing Batman Hush, and is the whole thing of like what time is it when an elephant sits on a fence? Time to get a new fence. Everybody knows that one. It's worthless. No, it's whatever. Wait, it's I'm going to summon an elephant and have it sit on you so that it crushes you, Riddler.
Look,
my brain is really messed up after today. All right.
Been going like 70 hours without sleep at the point of that comic.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wasn't that the riddle that he used against Riddler when he was first when he was first explaining why him knowing that he's Bruce Wayne meant nothing?
Right.
Yeah. Again, that's the whole point. Just the what? That's the whole point. Just the fact of like it's a riddle. It's a riddle everybody knows the answer to. So it'd be worthless. Like, if the Riddler tells everybody Batman's identity, he wouldn't be the smartest man in the room.
Man, wasn't that stupid when that animated movie messed that bit up.
Yeah.
God, I hated that.
Also, like, another bit that I like from the Hush review, it's like when they're at the opera, it's like, so, Bruce, what's your favorite part of the opera? The fact that I'm Batman. Crap!
Crap!
That was the one thing he shouldn't have said. That's pretty good.
Then also the whole explanation for Hush and his name and all that. Because like I like that explanation for Hush's name, you know. Except it is like mummy trenchcoat Play-Doh guy
was taken
because that makes sense.
Right. That was a different. Although Linkara got that from like a different like.
Oh yeah. But even then, it's just mummy trenchcoat Play-Doh guy named Hush.
That quotes Aristotle.
Oh no, his joke was which is entirely inaccurate. He quoted Aristotle, not Plato.
Right.
That was what Linkar said. I remember.
Right.
That's fair. Also, if it hasn't already become aware by this point, this playthrough, more so than City and definitely more so than Origins, it's gonna be more so casual, just us kind of shooting the shit.
Well, and that's saying a lot considering Origins by itself was already pretty casual.
Yeah. Well, again, a lot of that has to do with the fact that this is the only Arkham playthrough we're doing live.
That is also true.
That is also true.
It's the longest one in the series too, so buckle up, people.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm sorry, Matt. It could be because of Discord, but I misheard that as saying "fuckle up."
That would be Discord, yes.
Buckle up, people. That's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I wonder what.
Fuckle up, people. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
I wonder what Dime Store adult animated comedy is gonna have then their show.
Velma. I'm pretty sure it's already been confirmed.
Yeah.
Fuckle up, people. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
God, why?
Do you use that line on all your dates, Bruce?
Yes.
Bruce Wayne is a rich white guy with a tiny...
He's a playboy.
I take it back!
Yeah.
I take it back!
Also, okay, I just realized who one of the people in the cast is, by the way. Do you know who voices Fred?
Who?
Is he from Always Sunny?
He's from Always Sunny and has my favorite line, just the "Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the entire goddamn time! Why didn't you say anything? Because I hate you!"
That's two dead words.
Yeah, I remember him.
Well, that's me.
I do remember that. But you can't beat yourself up over
God
this.
damn!
Look, I've been talking
Did you
a
know
lot.
about this Oracle?
I really think you should consider letting
Be
me
honest.
talk to you.
Be honest but gentle. I'm very sensitive right now.
Be honest with Batman. Did you know that Frank Welker approved of this?
Handle it, Robin. I've told you what you have to do. Now do it.
This can wait.
No, it can't. You know
This is
what's
gonna
at
be a
stake.
story about
I need you
Batman learning to
stay
trust
focused,
others.
or things
Just
will get
kidding.
worse.
It's about Batman
Much
maybe
worse.
like doing something really dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, if he didn't trust people, then Oracle and Tim wouldn't even be in this game.
You think I want him out there in harm's way?
Yeah.
That is true.
I'd rather he stay out of it.
Besides, your bald head is more at stake than mine.
Robin can't save me.
Actually, wait a minute.
I mean,
Shame,
seriously,
it's a
like,
hairdo.
It is dangerous.
I mean, seriously, Tim. I know we have our differences, but that bald head's gotta go. Like, can you at least wear a wig just for a few months?
I made a
meanwhile,
bat
I'm-
cowl just for you.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with a shaved head because fuck all y'all.
I mean, you rock it better than fucking Tim here does.
That's fair.
Tim was too young to have a
be
bald
fair,
head.
To be fair, wait, what?
I was agreeing, saying that I think you pulled off better. Tim looks too young to have a bald head.
I'm pretty sure Tim is.
Old dick?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Tim is a young adult as far as this continuity goes.
You calling me old dick?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm the second youngest here, motherfuckers.
Oh,
That's 3 dead now.
I'm the
These
youngest.
Animals are going to pay.
We'll stop them.
Yes,
Actually, yeah,
yes,
that's
you are.
like the.
Right?
Actually, like, are you younger than Iki?
I think he's only like 22, 23 at the time of this recording now.
I'm 22.
Okay,
Yeah.
then Doug's younger than him.
Doug's 22.
Then again, it has.
My birthday's at the end of April.
So I guess if
again,
that's the case, wouldn't that technically make Matt the third youngest?
Then again, it has
In this
been
he's
like.
not-
hall. In this
Well, in the
hall.
college. Well, in terms
Okay,
of
I
wall,
did-
not really.
Okay, I didn't hear you specify in the call. I thought you just meant in the group.
Steve World.
Yes, we are.
We've been at this for. Can you believe it's actually it's gonna be like 10 years we've been
8.
doing this in a couple of years soon?
No, no. In
This is the elevator
literally 2 years, we would have been doing this for 10 years.
We need to have an anniversary
And I-
party.
And I'm just going to
I'm
throw it
going.
out. I'm just going to throw it out that I've still been here pretty much the longest. Woo!
And I've been here for almost. a
Aside
year.
from James, who wants a channel.
That's true.
Well,
So,
when the
he-
time when the time this goes up, I've been on this channel for around a year.
Yeah.
Now we take the
Hey.
elevator back down.
I love how Batman is in that.
Yep. Oh yeah, and he even makes the remark of don't just detach the winch, otherwise we're about to go sailing down 7 stories.
Oh.
So yeah, make sure.
This would have turned into a Tiny Toons gag.
Yep. Uh-oh. Ace Chemical Guy's on the way.
Batman, don't detach the winch. What?
Hang on, what can I grab onto?
Quick, a distraction.
Ooh, up here.
An upper hill.
Hello.
This way.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. Whenever I go into these, sometimes it tries to move the camera behind me for some weird reason.
I think that's something that tends to happen in the other Arkham games as well, to my knowledge.
I'm just trying to figure out why it does that, but for now, again, like, let it be said, like, the Arkham Foundation is still here. Like, this engine has been doing wonders for them, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, it seems like, for the most part, gameplay-wise, it's mostly untouched.
Okay, and here we go.
Hello.
Also, do know.
I'm Batman.
Also, do know. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Hello.
I'm Batman.
Hello.
Batman.
Box.
Boxman.
I'm Boxman.
Also, do note, be careful, Boxman. Do note that you need
Say
to...
hi to Rob for me.
Just do note that you need to be... Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's right. They can tackle now.
Yeah, do note that you need to be careful who you pick to do the fear takedown with, because if another... Boxman. Because if a, if a guy is not close enough to you to, you know, be fear takedown, it'll end prematurely.
I am the bad box. Beware.
You have no sword.
Oh, don't talk about my boxes. I like boxes. I have a whole bat cave full of them.
And don't you forget it.
Oh,
why'd I do that to my head?
I love the sound effects, Doug. That's the best.
It makes it feel like a classic Adam West Batman right here. Oh, you're still alive? Oh, you're not a bad guy.
It's okay.
He wasn't attacking you, so...
I was like ready, like I was like grappling gun ready, aimed at Dick, ready to take him down.
Devil damn, look at his eye.
Yeah, no,
He
it's
was beaten up.
damn near fucked beyond all repair.
It is bruised. These
He
guys.
got punched in the face by Jamie Lee Curtis.
Give it time, he'll slowly transform into his own Two-Face.
Get to the elevator.
Which, okay, I think I already mentioned it, but if we're gonna, like, talking on the incredible stuff that Kevin Conroy had done, has anyone here seen, again, as much as I do love the Nolan movies, Matt, did you ever get a chance to see the recording that Kevin Conroy did of the ending monologue of The Dark Knight, where he read Christian Bale's lines?
I did not.
It's really, I will admit, again, liking the Nolan movies, I will agree that I think Christian Bale's Batman is a little silly in hindsight, knowing you know what can happen. But
when you can take the Twilight guy more seriously as Batman than Christian Bale, then yeah,
that's very duly notable. But regardless,
because I'm sorry, I take Robert Pattinson more seriously as Batman than I do Christian Bale.
It's one of those things where I think Christian Bale is a very good Bruce Wayne. I don't know if he's a good Batman voice. Like, and he has the physicality to be Batman. Don't get me wrong there.
But one thing I love about Robert Pattinson's, like, the voice in Christian Bale's isn't that great, but I love Robert Pattinson's whole, like, his voice is pretty much a whisper. I really love that.
Honestly, like the idea of a voice being a whisper. Like I think we talked about I think we talked about in the DLC, but that kind of reminds me of like very early Kevin Conroy, because when he did Batman's voice in the earlier seasons of the animated series, he gave his Batman voice kind of a more wispy, like, you know, tone to his delivery.
Oh.
Yeah. And I like the whole whisper that like Robert Pattinson does.
Oh, crud.
Deal with a new enemy type. Get in the car seat with your friend. I don't even like this guy. Too bad, you're sitting next to each other.
He won't stop poking me.
I will turn this Batmobile around, I swear.
I swear.
Hey, Fred. So, where's the 20 you owe me from poker? Look, man,
is this
I'll
really
pay you next month? All right.
Is this really the time? No, I think this is the only time now. Actually,
man, why does your side of the seat smell like weed?
I mean, let's be honest, Fred. We're pretty much in the safest vehicle known to man. We have nothing to do but to just we have nothing to kill but time. Where's my devil damn 20?
You got that 25 on you, don't you? You said 20 last time. Yeah, well, I'm upping it, motherfucker.
I would love that. I would love if during this entire boss battle, I just get to see that in the subtitles playing out this entire time. And another thing.
That'd be great.
Listen here, I want interest. This was a month ago.
Anyway, the Arkham Knight's done. But not really, because it's all unpowered drones, because this game doesn't like fun. Moving on.
He's done, except he's not done.
This game doesn't like fun. You're not wrong.
There's just a few times, like, there's something really cool here, but then they don't utilize it properly, and...
It's just what happens when, even when you give the Batman an M rating, they still get cold feet.
Yeah. Also, how the hell do I get out of here? Well, I'm getting out here. Anyway, anyway, what happened was...
Batman, T-minus 10 minutes.
Okay, I see now what to do. But yeah, no, okay, so, how to put it, right, crap. Okay, moving as quick as I can. There's still a whole nother Predator section we gotta do, though. Matt may not be able to be here for the whole bit of it. Basically,
how long is this goddamn intro sequence?
We're almost, it's pretty long, but we're getting close to the end of this bit. Once we get this guy out and we go back inside, we had to head back downstairs, and that's when we have the big, sequence. But for now, I'll just say, someone took the audio of...
These two were lucky.
The bat tire. Someone took the audio of that recording that he did, and then they did an animatic for it, mixing it in with the audio of Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon. And I will admit, again, as much as I love the Nolan movies, hearing that scene but with Kevin Conroy's audio instead, it is kind of night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, night and day or dark night and day?
Matt?
It's bright. Dark night and darkest day.
Brightest day, blackest night.
That's the wrong thing.
I like the eclipse.
You okay, Logan?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do this little puzzle here. We gotta move this around. Yeah. Technically, a little fun. I do like this little fun little hint here is that they actually using the keep clear sign. They already kind of give you a hint as to where to put it. Now I want to lower.
Yeah, this just looks awkward.
I was messing it. I was messing up. I thought I used the left analog stick. Okay, and. No.
A little more to the right.
A little to the right. There.
That'll be close enough.
Yeah, that should be good enough.
Okay. Into the Batmobile I go. Cause
I mean, unless that thing is literally programmed to act like one of those speed rams in a Sonic game.
Nah,
it should be fine.
Nah, no. Thankfully, they allow you to have fun. Sometimes.
Wait, you just said this game hated fun.
Oh, I find ways to make fun. You'll be surprised.
Yeah,
you gotta make your own fun, like this.
Ow, ow.
Oh, that was not good.
That was not fun.
That was a bad idea.
That was not fun. I was about to bring up when you said the fun. I was about to bring up when you said the fun thing. It's like, oh, the edits we've done.
Yeah. Okay, but here we go.
Ow!
Oh.
It was worth it. Where am I?
Got stuck in the environment. Oh,
there we go.
Whew, that would have been terrifying.
I'm gonna feel bad the Bat morning.
The Bat morning.
Alfred, I need the Bat aspirin stat.
Help me.
Bad aspirin.
I need the Baspirin now.
So you could just call it aspirin. You don't have to call it a bat anything.
Baspirin now.
After that, I need a bat rest.
After that, I need a breast. What? Alfred, we've been over this. A breast. A bat rest.
I just thought that you were really wanting to see Miss Kyle tonight.
With nice big
bags of ice for my bat head.
Bat head.
Alfred, quickly prepare the bat milk and cookies.
Bat milk?
How am I doing this? I got really good balance. I'm like leaning as I'm trying to look at this.
Dig in and do what you can, Jim.
Part of his gymnastics training.
As soon as I've stopped
and it's time to stop the explosion.
Bat gymnastics.
We'll get through this. I know we will.
Alrighty.
Keep that optimism in check, Gordon.
Okay. Might I say though, no matter what's happening in all this, I adore the music of this game.
Mm-hmm. It is good music.
I'm trying to remember, did they get both composers back, or just one of them?
I think they got both. And I guess a fun fact that I didn't even note at first, that a lot of people, that also had people kind of tearing up and also super excited for Suicide Squad, is in that last trailer when we see Batman and stuff hype, someone noted that you hear Arkham City's theme playing when he shows up.
Huh.
Hey, that's cool.
Shame he's mind controlling everything.
Yeah.
God, I hope that none of the I do hope that none of the Justice League actually die in that game.
I don't think so. I mean, again,
nice.
the fact that Wonder Woman seems impervious to it, which is again a nice detail.
Yeah.
I won't do the Disruptor yet. We need to go a little bit.
Actually, hold on. If the Flashpoint shit is real, then they're probably going to try to get Barry to be unmind controlled so that they can Flashpoint again.
Probably.
Oh.
We apologize if this seems really dear by the time that game gets released.
I don't care.
When's it come out again?
Later, I think actually just a couple months from now, doesn't it?
I think a couple months at the time of recording this.
Here, let me check.
Okay. That one counter always makes me wince. The fact that he's basically kneeing and kicking a guy in the nuts while his legs are spread out.
Oh yeah.
May, so we are 4 months out.
Alrighty. So, hey, for all we know, maybe by the time the all's said and done, this will only be released just before it comes out.
Right.
Well, considering how many sessions this will feasibly take, I feel like that's being generous.
Possibly.
Anyway, I don't think we'd actually mentioned it yet, but I want to say new to Arkham Knight, we also now have certain goons that are medics.
Yeah, that is new tonight.
So they can, not only can they resuscitate people back from the board unless you take them out, they also, and I guess that's maybe one thing they're doing in New Game Plus, is that they're doing it so soon, is that they can actually also electrify them, and that would then force you to have to use the grapnel gun on them to
the grapnel gun.
That's what it's called. It actually is called the grapnel, not just.
That is called the grapnel. Okay.
Yeah, hang on.
That's the back claw.
No, hang on. I promise you it's. Oh no. Okay, I promise you it's called the grapnel launcher.
Oh, it's not on the wheel because it's technically not a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Right, it's a physical perk.
It would be. I think it is. Yeah, grapnel boost.
Why? I forgot about that, but why?
I don't know.
It's a grappling hook.
Yeah, but then why not just call it grappling hook? I'm with hype on I'm mad on this one.
Well, I mean, we already have the grappling hook. This is just the grapnel upgrade that lets us literally launch at high altitudes right as we reach the top.
You all right?
Maybe there's a proper meaning behind the term.
Did you still
really?
break it? What are you doing? I love that he just. I'm sorry. I love that he threw the brick and then full. So I was like, could have been anyone. You're just gonna.
So let's throw stuff.
So throw something.
You gonna give up or what?
Throw this.
I just was not expecting that. See, again, you just gotta make your own fun.
Because good God, the game won't give it to you.
Yeah. At least not.
I'm sorry I shit on this game so much. I have a bone to pick with it.
Then at least try to do it like a compliment sandwich. Try to find some fun stuff in it.
Yeah, exactly. Who's to say you can't have some fun?
It looks amazing. There we
That's
go.
fair.
I think incredible.
I think the physical combat is as fun as ever. I gotta love that.
Okay,
flow system.
that is fair. The fighting, the combat is still really good, and the first initial aspects of the Batmobile are fine. That and once we get to him, Joker is a riot.
Yeah, like
those are. I am out of compliments.
Like let's put it this way: the stuff that is largely unchanged, like the stuff for the stealth and then the fighting stuff, that stuff is still perfectly fine.
You know, thinking about it now, his plan is to literally, Scarecrow's plan is to literally blow Gotham up with his toxins, even though everyone in Gotham's already evacuated, aside from, the crooks and, of course, Batman.
Yes.
And family. So, I don't know. It feels like one of those things where, like, he should have been doing this while all the Gothamites were still there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it makes no sense. So anyway.
Ah, well.
Again, it's called Cold Bat Feet.
Yep. Oh, dang it.
What's up?
Speaking of cold
That's a
feet,
sentry turret.
Oh, right.
I'll do this.
I believe those are new for the sake of night.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, I am able to destroy them. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Whoop! Somebody caught on.
Actually, he didn't notice because he was too busy carrying this thing.
Hey, what happened to you?
That's the
Hey, what happened to you?
battery pack I've ever seen.
This happened to me.
Hey, what happened to you, unconscious man?
That pits.
Hey, working hard or hardly working, eh?
Are you not going to disable the turret?
Disable the turret.
I don't have to now.
Well, what if you have to go back there later?
That's a problem for future Logan.
Well, we'll hold you to that.
I was about to say, future Logan, this is live, baby.
Well, technically, we're in the future now, so it'll only just become the future will keep on coming, baby.
This is for future Logan to handle.
Hop, hop. Oh, dude.
What?
Maybe I shouldn't do that while he's carrying the fear toxin on him.
Maybe.
That would have just.
Alright, there's one left.
That was fucking funny though.
I love the hop up. That's right, he wasn't here for the first one. That's one of my favorite takedowns is the wait for him. Okay, he's on the other side. And I just go
Hop, 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 hop,
Man,
hop,
I
hop,
hope
hop,
I'm
hop.
not sweep from under my feet.
Yep.
Ah!
And see, notice that did not take him down. That one guard in the Matter family was just a freaking
pansy.
Yeah.
He was a wuss. He was a first timer.
A good old fashioned Texas puss.
He was a freshman.
Texas puss.
Yeah, that's a phrase.
Not that I've
I'd
heard
never
of.
heard that phrase, honestly.
Which can only mean that you are here, Batman.
Well, I'm from Texas, and I've never heard such a. No, I'm lying.
It's all good.
I'm lying to my fucking teeth.
Wait.
Alright, Scarecrow,
What?
it's time to finish this.
You.
Do you really think you've won?
Yes.
Man, that was a quick game. Okay,
I mean, technically, I won because everyone's evacuated, dipshit.
Yeah, like who are you gonna affect? The criminals? What?
I mean, that'd be a start.
Maybe don't throw him into the controls that you need to shut it down.
Let me go, or she dies.
What?
She.
What are you talking about?
Barbara Gordon.
What?
Oop.
Have you found him?
Get out of there, now!
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
And feet just went down.
Bye-bye.
Piece of shit.
It's not funny when someone leaves behind your back, is it?
Knowing that there is no one to blame but yourself.
Oh, great.
So, crap.
Now what?
Alfred.
I heard what that maniac said to you, sir. I've been trying to contact Miss Gordon, unfortunately with no success.
Good. Fine.
trying.
Great. Okay, how to remove this? How to remove this?
Fantastic.
Oh, wait.
Prepare a neutralizing agent. Don't worry, man. We're almost out of this.
What are you doing?
The game's almost won, I think.
Minus 5 minutes.
I know.
I can
I'm
do
not trying
this.
to stop it.
We just need to reduce. Yeah, we can't. So at this point, we can't
I
stop
mean,
this
I
explosion.
can extend my time a little longer.
That
Don't
doesn't
worry.
matter.
Because we're almost there. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to try to reduce the blast radius because we can't stop the explosion. So we just need to grab the neutralizing agents. However, here's the problem.
These canisters are highly volatile. I'm going to have to move slowly. Be
God
very
damn it!
careful.
It's the freaking nitro canister shit from Resident Evil's remake all over again.
So the faster I move, the little meter will start glowing around. So don't. Oh.
Dude.
Oh.
Really?
So yeah, be very careful and mindful. Of
Oh
this.
my god. Oh, this is. I mean, granted, it's in the same room, so I'll give it that much, but good lord, imagine if you have to go through an entire hallway like this.
Thank goodness. Oh, and then you gotta do this. You gotta push it in slowly as well.
Keep that in mind for later, by the way.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Batman's like, I didn't like that.
that scared me. Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Here.
That's it. Yeah, no, hey, okay, that'll lower it down a bit. That's good. I will say, as we're about to start hearing here, this is one of my favorite songs in the game. We hear it multiple times, but it's called Inner Demons, and it's probably my favorite composition of the entire franchise. You'll hear it when you'll hear it when the piano starts to really chime in. Let me get the next one.
That tippy toes. That tippy toes.
Oh, and I guess also the big thing. That's the other big thing, is the fact that we can make the explosion smaller, but Batman is still going to be at the center of it.
Yeah.
Here's the song here.
He's aware of it now.
Oh. Stop giving me the bad heebie-jeebies.
But again, just...
Stop giving me the bat BGG. I'm tired. God damn it. I hate today.
Alright, blast radius reduced by 50.
2 more to go.
You're out of time. I'm begging you, leave now.
It's what you taught me. Do the right thing. That's all that matters.
That is true. Using those words were against him, actually.
Also, the bat heebie-jeebies, also known as the Bee Gees.
Goodbye, Alfred.
And I like this. I think moments like this are really genuinely cool, and that they would tackle this.
If you listen closely, he's coughing. It's almost like he really is. I make that joke about fear, but I think he actually is inhaling some of that fear gas as he's trying to fix this.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe Alfred's concerned for him as part of that fear.
Maybe. And again, having played Origins, I really do feel the connection between Batman and Alfred, of what each are doing for each other.
Wait, what?
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 Oh, wait. It's the fear talking. It's the fear talking.
Okay, no matter. Don't pay attention to it. The fear is not real. It cannot hurt me. We just need to get this last one in, and the sphere toxin is gonna go away, and it cannot hurt anyone again.
Never again.
What the fuck?
How'd you get here?
And thus the story took a turn.